G'day guys, another gold prospector here, out on the creek again today with something a little different for you. To classify or not to classify? Now when I say that, I think there's a few people out there that think classified means their spot on the creek because they own it and the creek's theirs. No, I don't classify like that, I share. These classifiers, bucket classifier, fine mesh classifier, and then just shoveling shit into your pan. So I'm back where I was the other day. Somewhere there it is. And this is first test pan for the day. So there's still gold there. So we can do the test and we'll show you the difference in volume and how much you're going to get in a pan. I also have another YouTuber here with me. You'll get to meet him soon. Alrighty guys, so let's just go the old shovel some shit into a pan without classifying it. Lazy way. A lot of people test pan like this and I'm not a big fan of it because it doesn't really represent the way you would dig for it normally. Now to me that's a full pan. I put my shovel right where the water is. So you've got all these big rocks in here taking up space. And all these I'm not very well practiced at this because I never do it. Just so that was 3 shovels we got for a full pan. We've got gold. Let's see how much. Oops. Have a close up of my belly for a second. We got 1 nice bit and 2 little bits, 3, 4 little bits. Alright, so let's mental note that. 1 nice bit, 4 little bits. Next, we'll do a lawn sieve from Bunnings. Whoa, if I don't slip on this bedrock. Lawn sieve from Bunnings. So it's a fine mesh classifier. And we'll see how we go with volume and how we go with material. I'll set you up and we'll be back in a sec. Alrighty guys, I'll set you up a little bit different. Just because it was a bit hard where I had to set up. So now we've got the lawn classifier, or lawn sieve. 1, so we got 3 shovels in to a normal pan. And they're not overly full shovels, they're just normal ones. 2. 3, couple of roots. 3.5. 4. 4.5. 5. Let's call it 5. I don't want to get greedy, as you can see, it's pretty full. Now, straight away you can see all those big rocks that are going to be fighting with your gold come straight to the surface with a bit of a shake. And they're no longer there to fight with your gold. Smash up that root ball. Get nice and violent. All their heavies are going to the top of the classifier, so I'll nick them off. All those big ones out of there, because with a fine mesh classifier, I always check it, because you never know. Well, as you've seen, I've got a 3.5 grammer out of my classifier before. And when you get one of those, I'm telling you, you check every shovelful fairly thoroughly. Only takes a couple of seconds. It's good. Now, a lot more than the small stuff we ended up with just doing a pan. So, we'll get our fingers under this and stratify it. Let's have a bit of fun, guys. Guys, I want you to see if you can guess the YouTuber that's sitting next to us in the creek. I'll give you today's gold if anyone guesses it. It's going to be hard to judge, isn't it? Because you're going to find out who it is and just comment after it. Because you won't guess. None of you guys that watch my channel are going to know who he is. But after you do, you're going to go visit him and you're going to watch his stuff then, because he does some different stuff, outdoors stuff, some archery, some hunting, some gold panning, some four-wheel driving. So if you're into the outdoors, it's definitely worth a look. So we'll meet him in a minute. Well, there you go, eh? So much for the test, because we got more in the first pan. Bloody typical. Right, with some shade. Yeah, the glare. Oh God. We have 4 or 5 bits there, small bits, and no chunkers. But you saw how much more material I got to process. So now we're going to do bucket classifier followed by lawn sieve and see how much material and gold we get out of that and count the shovels. Alright, so next we're going to do a bucket classifier. Just dropped half of that shovel. One and a half. Trick of the bucket classifier is don't fill it up. The bucket or the classifier. What are we up to? 4? 4.5? Let's call that 5. 5.5. I'm running out of material in here. call that 6. That ain't going to fit in the hole, that ain't going to fit in the hole. Let's call that 7. Give it a shake. Trick is to do it without getting a face full of mud. Now, you're probably wondering why I then run it through another classifier. I'll show you why. Oop. So I can control my bucket. I don't think you guys will be able to see me there. Yeah, pretty much not. Alright. Because all of that is oversized. So theoretically, I should have twice the amount of fines or twice the amount of pay dirt in that pan as what I did just classifying, and 3 times as much as I did just shoveling straight into the pan, if that all makes sense. If it doesn't, go back to school, get some more math in you. Because, as you can see, that pan is chockers. Chockers with super fine. So your gold isn't competing with rocks 10 times the size of it. Obviously, if you work in gold fields with gold that don't go through those holes, well, you're probably not watching me anyway, because you're going to be getting plenty of gold. Get this stuff nice and stratified. Mozzies are like pterodactyls around here. You can probably see them on camera.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so what we ended up with. It's now raining and you're getting wet. Alright, so 2 good bits and there's four or 5 little bits. So definitely more gold, because why? Well, we had more material. At the end of the day, when you classify from that 6 times shovel, then down to that equals full pan. If you shovel straight into here, equals 3 shovels. If you shovel straight into there, equals 4 or 5 shovels. So classify, pan. You're always going to end up getting more gold because you're running more material. Simple math. Now that it's raining, everybody,
How you going, guys?
who are you? What's your name? What's your channel?
Welcome, guys. My name's Anthony, and I've got a YouTube channel called Duddles Outdoor and Adventures, which we do a lot of archery products, archery reviews. Also, we are doing a budget build series at the moment for a Hilux, and we also look for a little bit of gold on the side of things when I'm not busy as well. So as you guys can see, I'm out in a beautiful wilderness out here. Looks a bit more like rainforest kind of deal, but you know.
Looks like Jurassic Park out
I
here,
was
mate.
about to say that. For a pterodactyl or something to come out and get me. But anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, so.
There is a link in the description below, so you can go check out his channel.
Yep.
And share some love. You know, we're all about community here, guys. So.
Yep, absolutely.
Yep.
So.
There you go.
You guys enjoy the content that we put out today, and let's get onto some gold, guys.
Indeed. You getting some, aren't you, already?
Yeah, fine a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, nice. So what I'll do now for the rest of the day, guys, as you can see, it's pissing rain. I've showed you the classifying thing. There's a lot of crevices in this creek, and you know how much I love crevicing. So I might just go on a bit of a crevice frenzy for a while and see if I can yield some gold instead of just playing around and fiddling about and trying to set up the camera so that you could see me classifying bloody dirt. Anyway, I hope that was helpful for some of you guys that just go out and... Oh, one other thing, the Mind Lab classifier, the blue one that everyone seems to use. I have one, I do.
Don't use it.
It's in the garage at home because it's useless. It's too big as far as I'm concerned. It's way too big. Hence the lawn sieve. But
I mean, if you have got the big experience, I suppose, you know, you're willing to spend a bit extra time to get all the big rocks out, you can use it. But
you just can't get as much material in your pan.
No.
So
no.
I'm all about process power.
No,
so,
exactly.
Anyway, so that's the reason why the Mind Lab pan's not out here, because I don't use it because I think it's shit. But don't let Mind Lab know that, because I want a detector off them. Alright, so yeah. Alright, I've literally moved from, I was just digging there. I've moved to here, done that crevice there, which went down nice and deep in one section. And that's the result. And boom, pan of the day. I'll take that every day. So, yeah, going to keep crevicing crevices. It's not raining, which is nice. See you on the next one. So I've just done the other half of that crevice, guys. That side of it. I cleaned it out, pumped it out. And that's not a bad pan at all. Some good chunkers in there. So I think it ended. I don't think it goes any further under the bushes there. But there's a couple more between where I'm working and where Anthony's at, so I shall keep going. If you want to see how Anthony's going, he's getting some gold too, jump over on his channel. He's going to do some content for us over there for today as well, so link in the description below. Alrighty guys, I just moved up to the next crevice. It was only a little fella, about half a pan of material. So not as good as the last one, but for the amount of material I got out of it, I'm not going to complain. And it's proper raining. You might be able to see that with the raindrops landing in the sands there. It's some would say moist. I'd say proper raining. That's alright, we're in the creek getting wet anyway, who cares? I'm going to move on to the next crevice. You guys are hiding under a tree fern in my bag so you don't get drowned, because as we well know, my phone doesn't go like going underwater, it cuts out. Strange that. Pretty sure iPhone said their shit was waterproof, but anyway. So I ended up way up there near the classifier and Yabby pump. I haven't used the Yabby pump yet. This is just out of the overburden of a drop off up there. So I'll be going back up there to get to the bottom of that. That gigantuous crevice right there has produced some very nice gold. But if you want to see it, you know where you're going to have to go. Over to Anthony's channel, link in the description below. I've been down there in that bottom pool, fiddled around in there for a while for not a lot. I've been just on the other side of the cliff here for a couple of nice bits, but it stunk like dead bodies, so I'm not going back in there. So I'll go up there. I've got a little bit of tree cover up there, so I don't get as wet as I am. Alright, see you soon, guys. Oh, guys, I continued on with that hole and still never found the bottom of it. That's some nice gold. Look at that one. It's like a number 5 or an S. That's a cool bit. Oh, we're done. We're both knackered. So we'll see you at home. We'll see what we ended up with. So here's a look at today's gold, all dried up. And it's a nice chunky gold in there. And we've got that little S as well, or whatever you want to call it. But it's a funky shape. Thanks again to Anthony for coming out and chatting away like we did most of the day. Alright, let's get this on the scales. I'm going to think it's around, I'd like to see a 3.65. No, let's try that again. 0.365. I'd be happy with that. Let's have a look. Alright guys, just before I get this on the scales, last night Andy and I dropped another episode of the Prospector podcast, episode 3 of the relaunch, so jump over to the Prospector podcast YouTube channel and check out the latest episode. What did I say? I wanted a 0.36 or something. 3. Oh wow, that's like a whole 0.1 more than I thought it was going to be. That's nice. 0.459. I will take that. Very good indeed. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and subscribe if you can. Catch you on the next one.